Hey guys, Emperor Nero here. Welcome to Burning Rome Rants Episode 3, Forever Between Uploads, you. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the GOP debate a little bit. I'm not going to go into exclusive detail. If you want to check out something funny mixed with some commentary that you may find valuable, I may link Sargon of Akkad's video of the stream that he did with some guys. I wasn't in it. I'm just doing it because I love the dude. Anyway, let's get to this. So let's start with the front runner, Donald fucking Trump. The man has 25.5% of the vote right now. That many people are in favor of him. That's sad and pathetic in more than one way. I mean, seriously. His closest runner is Jeb at 12.7. But anyway, let's talk about him mainly. He at least answered the question. At least answered it. He didn't seem to give a shit, so I understand why people like him a bit. It makes a lot of sense that they would want to hear from someone who at least is blunt. So I gotta respect that. That's why I respect Bernie Sanders. He's blunt and honest. If you disagree with him, that's fine. If you don't, that's great too. But at least they're honest. They're honest individuals. So I gotta give him that much, but beyond that, his politics are retarded, building a fucking wall between us and Mexico, and that shit is ridiculous. He constantly proved that he's doing, I wonder if he's actually just fucking trolling people at this point. It's just max fucking hilarity. Anywho, let's go on to the next man. Jeb Bush. He's the closest competition Trump has right now. He often tended to talk about the fucking what he did in Florida, and that's really not good, because what he did in Florida destroyed the fucking state in all reality. What he mainly did was, with eliminating Planned Parenthood, he defunded it, which probably hurt more people than it ever thought so. And then with the school districts, he essentially made them horrible, causing an influx of people going to private schools, having more than they could handle to have good educations. Now, I'm going to kind of talk about Mike Huckabee for just a second, and I'm going to mix him up with Marco Rubio a little bit. They were virtually fucking pointless. They were just conservative talking points. Same old garbage we've seen a whole bunch. We have Ben Carson, a black man, so they're really behind him. I'm joking. He is a alright candidate. He does have some things that he says, but otherwise he's just another mouthpiece. Majority of these guys are honestly just mouthpieces. The only one I see ever saying something slightly different is Rand Paul or Donald Trump. The rest of them are just Republican mouthpieces, just spouting the same rhetoric we heard 4 years ago, same rhetoric we heard 8 years ago, 12 years ago. It keeps going. The rhetoric hasn't changed. Same with the left. The rhetoric hasn't changed. It's just the same rhetoric, updated slightly to a newer audience and maybe new faces. Everything else is identical. Rand Paul did have a little bit of an issue with Chris Christie, and I'll get to that, where he discussed the issue of government tapping, which I am with NSA, which I'm 100% against. I hate it. While I agree with Rand, his points were fucking gibberish. They were just awful. They were just some of the worst things I'd ever heard. It was just, he didn't even really make a point. He just kind of rambled about how he's the Fourth Amendment, which is great. Yeah, the Fourth Amendment exists, privacy, but he didn't have a point to go along with it. But pretty much though, my opinion is the Republican outturn is piss poor at this point. It is just totally ridiculous that these people are all running. There's too many people. There's so much going around that it's so divided that no one's getting ahead besides fucking Donald Trump of all fucking idiots. It is so ridiculous that we have to put up with this. Well, that's just my opinion at this point. I am honestly just exhausted with this whole GOP. And I'm exhausted with the left as well. That's going to be for that debate in September. So I'm going to talk about the GOP a little bit more. It's just, they are just mouthpieces for the most part, and it's getting on my last nerves. It is sad when a business tycoon is being the only one who is slightly more honest than anyone else at this point in time, and that gets on my nerves. I'm not saying he's right, he's fucking horrendously wrong, but it's to that ridiculous point that I don't know what to do. Is how can they fix this? I don't know. They're just wrong, and they need to go away for a while and reevaluate what they need to do. They need to evolve and change a little bit. So, at the end of the day, how I'm going to end this is, with the GOP, how can they fix themselves? I don't believe they can. I believe they're too bygone at this point. Their Christianity religious thing, which is something that I forgot to talk about, their Christianity-focused view is getting ridiculous, and it's just getting terrible. I don't know what else to say. I'm at a point to where I don't even know how to respond to it. They always credit their God or something with it, which is fine, whatever, but they can't be a good person without it. So, who knows where they're going to go from here? I have no fucking clue. I'm at the point to where I just give up on politics, because everyone's spouting some of the crazy shit I've ever heard. Build a fucking wall between Mexico, fucking nuke Iran, fuck everything, healthcare, what the fuck's that? Oh, you're a bad person if you're born a certain way. That can be applied to both of them. It's getting fucking ridiculous. Anywho, guys, this is Burning Rome Rants, Episode 3, The Specialist Princess at the Ball. See ya.